You're listening to the Deadly Uncle Podcast,
a safe space for Deadly Uncle conversations.
All right, welcome to the Deadly Uncle Podcast. We're here today with Sonny Strawberrii.
Hi.
Sonny is from Ochese.
Ochese, Alberta, yes.
Ochese, Alberta. First and foremost, he's a member of Sober Crew. Oh no, you don't. You're not with Sober Crew anymore.
Well, I just hang around with them. I just go do my own thing, and with AIM too, and Bear Clan.
Yeah, you're an all around community helper. I've been told by many people that you go up and above beyond the call of most people, and you'll go and help anybody that's in need.
Yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So reluctantly, some of them, but it's okay. Get it done.
But your deadliness comes out in that way.
Yep.
So why don't we start off by asking you a little bit about what it was like growing up on Ochese, and what brought you to Calgary to begin with?
Yeah, I'm from Ochese, Alberta. It's about 2.5, 3 hour drive from Calgary, and I go there often to visit family and friends. And growing up there is like I'll be 55 in a couple weeks, and horse. We're riding horses a lot after school, and swimming, skating in ponds while we're growing up, and abandoned almost, but it was good. Like, I guess it's Generation X, but learn how to get pails from water and stuff like that. But it wasn't that bad, We didn't know about all this other stuff. So, I grew up there till about age 13, and my mom had my stepfather that came over here about age 13, around there, and went to school. But at a young age, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and I started losing awareness of many things, of how to communicate, and I was just not well. I was just in and out of mental hospitals throughout Alberta, and that was not good. And I don't know, I just but then the hard drugs and alcohol kicked in and intensified the schizophrenia, and I wasn't aware. Like, I was talking to myself, the TV, the radio, people are not even there. But then just over 8 years ago, I was so messed. I had yellow eyes, yellow skin, jaundice, and I did my last bit of drugs and alcohol that night, and I told him I had a breakdown. I thought, because the doctor told me I was gonna die within a month there if I keep this up, and I had Hep C that was killing me too. Then I said, I give up. Yeah. If I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna go die in Calgary. So did my last bit of drugs and alcohol, then hit psych. I woke up surprisingly, and I was just so sick. I hit psych to Calgary here. I only weighed like 120 pounds.
Wow.
And I'm like 5'9.5", so I was pretty skinny. But it was, but I was scary looking too, and it was crazy. I wasn't aware. My voice was like, drug addicts, like, their voice was all, God, how do you say it? Tweaky, sketchy voice, and my body mechanical movements were way off. Like, I couldn't even do the simple task like a normal person would do. Like, it was frustrating for me, so I couldn't. But through time, just things got better. Because I stayed in the Calgary DI for 3 months, and I don't know how I did it. They kicked me out of there at 6 a.m. to go walk the streets, but I kept on persisting, And one day I was watching on the second floor of the DI. There's TVs there for all the clients there to watch, and there's a program there on. It said cure for Hep C. So I went and got a pencil and paper and wrote it. I kept missing it. Kept getting the number, so I called it the next morning. But before that, it was winter time. I seen before the bridge there, the Bridgeland Bridge, Reconciliation Bridge. Someone there, I was watching him with his feet there, riding the road on the snow with his feet, riding the word hope. I started looking at that number, watching that hope. Damn, I broke down there. So next morning, I called that number, made an appointment. Then it dormanted the Hep C, and I started getting better. So
Wow.
got an apartment, got my license, and a year later, I got into college. Almost got grade 12. I couldn't figure out that algebra.
Oh, okay.
But it was different when my schizophrenia was I couldn't I wasn't aware of what the group atmosphere was. If somebody was happy, mad, or sad, or angry, whatever, I couldn't have that sense, like I don't know, maybe sixth sense. No, but humans, like where they're at, I didn't have that feeling or that intuition. But now I became aware. Well, just through time, my body movements started getting better. My speech somewhat got to normal. So the rest talk, I don't know, but and I seen an ad in the paper. It says acting, so I went and tried that. So I went to that Pyramid Studios in the southeast. There, I went there. There was like, the one lady came in. There were like 5 guys there. We need one person. So, it's for a nude scene. You all left, and I forgot. I said yes. It's big warehouse, winter time. Oh man! And
they didn't even ask. You were already getting undressed.
A little bit better shape than this, but they did a whole bunch of makeup and fucking cuts and stuff like that. I was supposed to, I don't know, it was a remake of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but my job was to jump in the pool, get out of the pool, and walked and stared directly at the camera. I was supposed to play the crazy man, conscious. But that was a good experience. Like, I never had that feel before. Like, a lot of people around me watching me. I'm just naked there. Didn't know what I'm doing. They told me what to do. I'll go do it. But still, it was cold there, right? Like, my God, and somebody came there.
The water is cold.
The water, and somebody came, do you need a robe? Yes, man. It was just so awkward, but that was my first introduction to being a background actor. Yeah, background performer. And then I got into there, and I started becoming aware after, I started got my truck, like a side hustle. I thought to make more extra money because living by myself, just go and help people with a little bit of knowledge of mechanics and moving people that need their stuff moving and transporting.
Well, you helped fix my Jeep. You did my brakes for me.
Yeah, that was good, and I'm very thankful for my landlord, Jim. He's a good man. He always asks me, who do you want to move in that's good? So I got a bunch of sober people on my street with places to live. So he always asks, who do you want? So, I want these guy people. So he gives me a choice of who do I want around.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for him. Then I went, how I started again with the film industry was I waited in line for 6 or 7 hours at the Clarion Hotel. I think it was on just off 16th Avenue in Deerfoot. Then I went there. Then it was only like a minute interview. Like, can you ride a horse? Can you cut your hair? You got a passport? Yeah. I said yes, and that was done. A month later, they called me. You going to Scotland? Huh? They all have me dance. Okay. That's where it started. And then eventually met my agent, Wendy, and she's been a good help. And I often go to this group called Walking Eagle every Monday nights. My home group. I'm very proud of where that group came to now. It's very popular now. It's like a lot of them nowadays, over 100 people that go to that group on Monday nights.
What do you guys do in the group?
It's like AA meeting,
Yeah.
So, but where it began, there's only like small group of us attended. Now there's lots come to.
Yeah. Well, do you find that since getting sober, have you found a larger community to be a part of?
I noticed there's a lot like you two and a few other there's lots of us that go around helping people. You know, I'm very happy to be amongst that group like that. You know, like go around helping like you guys. There's a lot more out there, but I know. But there's a lot with the Dixons, drug. Oh my God! Like back home was like everywhere else, death, violence, you know, and whatever.
Did your addiction start? Was it like? Did it go hand in hand with the schizophrenia? Did the schizophrenia kind of lead you into the road to addiction?
I was trying to cure myself, you know.
You're self-medicating.
Yeah, try to. You made me that false feeling of whatever, feeling great, but it wasn't real, you know. But it tormented what my feelings were, so I don't know, or my growth. So
now, can I ask you a question about schizophrenia?
Yeah, I take my medication. Yeah, go ahead.
What, like, does it come out? Like, I don't know a lot about it, so I'm just asking. But I've heard that people hear voices and stuff.
I did hear like, and some were bad, some were good. You know, like in the TV, maybe I misheard them, but you know, it was like a living hell. You know, for a lot, and you can't tell no one. You know, you're in there by yourself, just. You know, but medication, it's a hit and miss. I think with medication.
Yeah.
For a long time, didn't know couldn't find the right one, or I think it's a higher power or God creator, you know, seen me cry or whatever in pain and helped me. I think that's the real reason. But I'd still take my medication.
Yeah.
Everything. So I think, but I got into my culture a lot. I go into sweats and I try, when I go into a sweat, I constantly repeat the same prayers all the time when I go in there from start to finish. So, and then be a Scorpio, bring in the rocks and stuff like that. And travel long ways to go to a sweat back home. So
yeah.
I'm in sun dances. I did 2 sun dances in a few years now, so I pledged to do a few more every year. And I believe that helps out a lot, you know. Or the drumming is like for me, I understand it's like, and I believe it's like opens the portal to your maker, you know. And the rocks we put in are the first people, I believe, you know. Then they sacrifice their last breath to give our prayers that were the ancient one. So that's what I believe in. So.
Wow. So, coming from where you came from and your experience with addictions and, you know, growing up, you know, with the with the mental thing, and you know, why is it important for you to help people? Because that's kind of what you're known for.
Okay. I understand. Like, I mean, I got help, you know, where I am. Like, I love having a home. I love having a vehicle. But, you know, I try to get people to, you know, I'm proud of a few people that helped get their learners in the vehicle. You know, they're young and they're very excited about their first vehicles, and I'm happy for them, you know, because the addiction part, oh my God, like there's so much heartache probably in every family. You know, I went to Scotland, and then the second month I was over there, and 2 of my nephews died in my home when I was over there. I wanted to take care of them. You know, very proud of them. You know, they were doing good. I thought, you know, I didn't know, but sometimes I feel if they're unattended, you know, we all need somebody. You know, I mean, I got some people I lean to and talk to, like my to elder friends. If I got a problem, I talk to them for advice. Yeah, that's how I do. So, plus I go to meetings a lot. The AA meetings, I sat and listened for a lot of years, and like they said, you'll change in spite of yourself. You keep going to them, and a lot of them other people, they make sense. And it kind of grows on you, and they're doing good. I don't know. I don't like it seeing people out there they're hurting. You can just see they're hurting.
Yeah.
They're with their addictions. It's becoming more and more visible on the C train lines or 7-Elevens or stuff like that.
Yeah, that's big in the news right now.
Yeah.
Like the C trains, people wanting to feel safe.
Yeah, I think that's why it's important for these community groups to walk around and make sure people aren't ODing and helping and making sure people are safe. Do you find that that you can connect with people that are suffering in that?
Cigarette or whatever.
Yeah. Did you experience homelessness yourself when you were?
I was living in the streets for many years, and the DEI before with my addiction, because I felt unwanted. I didn't want to be a burden to my family and friends. So
What's the DI? I'm new to Calgary, so
it's a Calgary drop-in for homeless people.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm very thankful for that place and the mustard seed and all the other outreach programs they have there, because that's where I found my sobriety. We all have different ways of recovering, like with our addictions. Mine was that way. I had to do it alone, but with big corporate or big whatever. But they helped me. I'm very thankful. They were there to feed me, give me a safe place to sleep, and did my laundry and shower. And I did do my thing around, walking around and whatever at the beginning. So, and that's the meetings so.
Do you think there's enough programs like that in a city the size of Calgary for the amount of people experiencing homelessness that we actually have?
No, there's not enough. And there's a lot of strict laws, like some of them are getting kicked out for, and where are they going to go? Where are they going to go?
Yeah.
They're on the street there. They got kicked out for 3 months, a month, 6 months. Oh, wow, that's a long time to be out there somewhere. So I don't know what probably be the solution for that is. Maybe change some of the, maybe have an interview or call the person back, say, how can I help, make better? I don't know.
I think that a lot of us, have a hand in making it better, honestly, because I think we've gotten so far away from that sense of community that we once had. Like, as Indigenous people, we never had homeless people in our camps before. We always took care of each other, right? So, and we've lost that coming into the cities. Like, it seems like there's no more community looking out for anybody except for groups like AIM, like the Sober Crew, like all the people that are going out there and volunteering their time and actually working off donations from the community. And if time is all you have to give to help somebody in need, then time, that's not an expensive thing to give. So that's why I really appreciate what you do when you help people, right? Because
recently I won this door prize at Christmas time with my band. The grand prize was like a $15,000 travel voucher. I didn't think I thought my chief was lying. Sonny, you won this? Like, really? I thought I was going to say psych, and it was real. So, what am I going to do with this? I thought.
Psych!
So I actually won it. Then I thought, why don't I give this back to the people? And they're excited because they've never been out of the country, right? Or even out of the province. So I thought, let's go, guys. So they're all getting their passports. I'm very happy. We're going to go next month. Go.
So you're just taking a group of people?
A group of people. They've never been nowhere. I'm very happy. They helped me throughout the years, So get in contact with them. And
Well, that's a beautiful way to be able to give back. You know, you're giving them an experience that they've never had.
Yeah, I was just talking to my friend there, and he said, "Where are we gonna go?" Yeah, we're gonna go. He was happy. I think when you first get into coming into you're trying to get better without drugs and alcohol, you have to go check the doctor and get an education. I think that's a good step, and and your culture is pretty good. Like our culture is pretty good. Like I'm very thankful for what I've learned there. All the things I feel. I don't know. I'm not perfect. You know, I like to joke around and go around with my adventures with different people. Like there's there are like a lot of individual people that come in my life and that I helped. Like recently, my lady friend there, so proud of her. She registered nurse, a boxer, I didn't dancer, a dancer into our culture. Okay, you're good now. You can go on your way. So she was staying in my place for a while. Now she's just good. Now she got her own place, and I'm very proud of her. Her name's Ashley.
That's amazing.
Big ups to Ashley.
Yes.
Yeah, she won her fight. I'm very proud of her. She did good. So, and Carol, my buddy there. Not only females, I help men too. So Robbie helped out a lot throughout the years. And we help each other. And my other elder friend asked me to go pick up her daughter in Vancouver. Now I'm supposed to be working as a stand-in for Gil Birkenham or something. I don't know. Anyways, and now I got shit for that, going to help her. Anyway, but I went and helped her. Robbie, let's go. You been to Vancouver before? No, I never been to the ocean. Let's go now. Go within the hour. We're gonna go rescue this girl, my friend's daughter. So we did. She got T-boned downtown Vancouver with her SUV, with all her filled up her SUV and my SUV, and then we drove her back. I drove like 30 plus hours there and back.
Just to help somebody.
Well, my friend there asked me to go help. Okay, I know her. Yeah, good girl. So it was good. It was nice. I don't know. I don't really have no dependents, you know. I got my dog called Weenak, but but you know, he's a good dog. But my son always takes care of him now. He claims it's his dog, so okay. So that's all I got. So I have free time all the time. So except for I haven't been in the film for a bit, but hopefully it'll pick up soon after the union strike was all over. But after all this weather will get better, maybe we'll pick up back again.
I seen you know, the videos of you helping, you know, different people move and those type of things. And one of the videos that I seen, there was an accident on Highway 2.
Well,
and can you tell me, do you remember that video?
No, like a semi.
Yeah, tell us about that.
I was driving, my friend asked me to drive her up north. So, you want to go right now? It's like real bad weather. I said, it was getting late. Oh, okay, I guess I'll go. Okay, let's go then. It was right before Innisfil of Bowden. We're going northbound on QE2. And I knew the roads were pretty slick, and I better slow down. And I know that semi truck was going uphill, and just giving her, you know, that truck I kind of known. I started videotaping it, and he's gonna get an accident. That's not good. I was aware about oh yeah, sir, as hell, he jackknifed and flipped. But
wow.
It was fun. It was not funny, but I'm glad he was okay. But,
yeah.
You know.
Wow, and I seen the video. You got right up on top. Did you help him get out?
Yeah, get out there. he was scared, but he was trying to find his phone. I think he was a little shocked too when I got up there. I don't know how I got up there quickly though.
Just no thought of your own safety. Just go help somebody. Right?
It was good.
Yeah, you'll have to make sure that you have a front camera and a back camera so you can always see what's happening, right?
Yeah, nowadays you gotta
adventures.
have to do it. Yeah. So, you know. Other than that, then the two elder friends there, I relied a lot on them for guidance. What should I do? Yeah. So I'm always thankful for them. You know.
So, Sonny, when you were doing, you were heavily into your addiction, you probably did things that you wouldn't normally do.
Oh,
A lot of our friends or a lot of people in the community that have been through addictions have been to jail, have, hurt people that they know.
Yeah.
And then we have this situation, we've talked about this before, but how do we reintegrate those people that have, hurt people in our community?
Well,
how do we accept them back in?
It takes some time. I mean, I done some stuff I'm not proud of. I'm ashamed, but I overcame and I forgave myself, and I smudged and I put it on paper, burnt it and wrote them down and give it to Creator, wherever owns me. I just, but it takes time to get actions. It takes a lot. Your action speaks louder sometimes of what you do.
Yeah.
And it does help that way. So.
And do you think that, because some community members, they think they get scared, right? And they're we don't want these people involved.
Yeah.
But if those people are really honestly working hard to change themselves and do good in the community, when is it when do you think people can get over what they did in the past? That's my question. I don't think there is an answer to this question. I just want to know your opinion, because I know that I've seen lots of people work really hard to reform themselves, and then people still give them this.
I believe we go into a sweat, and we pray. We're the sweat holders with the pipe carriers, and we tell them what's bothering you. Then I believe they take it from you. I believe we're not alone. Our ancestors are always there, even right now, listening to us. So, I believe we have to do it formally. Ask them, with your own words. You gotta formally ask them for help. And grandfathers, grandmothers, can you please help me with this? I have a problem with this. Forgive myself, I don't want this no more. And you gotta formally ask them, and then give some tobacco, or on our offerings like the Prince we do.
Yeah.
So that's what we do now. I believe that's how it worked for me. So all the guilt and shame, and I know the wrongdoing I did. We all change now. So everybody changes. You can't stay you wherever.
Yeah.
It's not possible. So you gotta change what you adapt to where you are and where you're gonna go, where you plan to go. It's always changing.
Yeah, that's the one thing about being human, right? Is everything changes all the time.
Do you find working on vehicles, is that a passion for you? Do you find it's like healing? Do you love doing it?
Especially with a few people around, just it's like a bonding thing. I don't know. Just I like swearing too with that, but I don't know. Smoking cigarettes and talking to people about daily
Being a
life.
deadly uncle.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely somebody that, when I asked Robbie, I was got on Messenger, I'm like, hey Robbie, do you know anybody who does mechanics in their backyard? Because I think as Indigenous people, we always look for that, right? We always look for somebody that we know. It's almost like we don't trust somebody. We think they're gonna overcharge us or whatever. So I'm like, do you know anybody? And right away he gave me your number, and he's like, Sonny, he can fix anything, give him a call. And he's like, he's a great guy, he'll help you out, no problem. So I reached out to you, and sure enough, it took us a couple tries to get the right parts because I wasn't very prepared, but we eventually got it done.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that, and I like tinkering around with that stuff. It is my passion. Like I want to learn how to do how things work mechanically, what electronics do. So I don't know. I'm trying to get other people interested. I think it's a good trade to go into instead of just office work.
Yeah.
Get in there, physical work. So it's actually a good thing too. So.
And I think learning is never a bad thing. Like,
yeah,
if you're going to go back to school, that's amazing. You're 55 years old. That's awesome.
My buddy Assy wants me to go fight in the ring for the old man fighter. I like the rest of my teeth, Assy. Well, maybe I will. I don't know.
Who knows, eh?
We'll see. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that my mom says, and she's like 70.
Yep.
She said, "You know what? I feel like my life is just beginning."
Yeah.
You know, when she tries new things, right?
Yeah. As long as you got your little bit of wit still there. So.
You'll just see Sonny in the ring.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. So I just came from the fights last night in Red Deer.
Oh, yeah,
Wow, that was like bare knuckle fights, and that 55-year-old man who was just giving her good too. Oh,
Jeez,
like,
eh?
old people were giving it just for whatever, say you done it, experience it.
Yeah.
All you young uncles out there watching, watch out for those older ones, man. You never know.
They have that old man strength.
Yeah, 55 and still bare knuckle. That is wild,
It
right?
was funny. That was like it was like a good attendance there last night, and a lot of people like seeing that. Like even Ashley trained for about since September. And that other lady was so like taller than her. And when I seen her, I was scared for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she did well. Like all her training, she just did. I was proud of her. She learned something. So I'm very proud of her. She did good.
Are you a hunter?
I used to be. I used to go like when I was drinking, drugging. I had my little truck and went on a murderous rampage one time and killed about 10 deer and put them back in my truck and just go give them around to people. Oh, that was not good, but I did it though. I did some crazy stuff. I was just shooting deer here left and right and whatever. Yeah.
But you still gave some of the meat away to
Yeah,
people? That's a good thing.
Yeah, just go throw them back truck and just go give it to people. So I did that. I haven't hunted in a while. I tried to get my firearms, but they keep denying me. I don't know. I'll try again, I guess. So, and I finally got approved for my passport. 5th try. It was like 3 days ago. Okay, we're gonna grant you one. Why didn't you grant me one? This is the 5th time ago. I was getting frustrated. We didn't trust you. You say, really? Okay, well, just give it to me now. So,
That's what I don't get. If they
times,
don't trust you, why wouldn't they want to give it to you so you could leave and not come back?
Yeah.
Like 5th time going to try it. Like, holy crap. Well. But I finally got it. So I'll go pick it up within a few weeks. So I'm happy for that. You can just travel again.
Yeah. So, Sonny, you've had an amazing life if you think about everything we've talked about it here. You're a survivor because you've survived experiencing homelessness, you've survived addiction, and now you're doing new things. You're going to go to school, you're going to do all these things.
Yeah, I never thought in going to college or anything, or in the film industry, anything like that, or being a helper, Scott Bills. Never thought,
So when we see our people, our Indigenous brothers and sisters, there's still a lot of healing going on, and we have like the opioid epidemic, and there's state of emergencies on Pigunni and Kainai, and what's it like at your home community? Is there a problem with drugs? And
yes, there is. Like a couple of days ago, I was just visiting my friend, and her niece was there, and she was preparing to go to Edmonton. And oh my gosh, she was found dead this morning in the Edmonton hotel. I mean, drugs, alcohol, nowadays, I don't know what they put in it. I don't know, because I'm glad I'm not into it now, but it's far more potent and dangerous than when I was on it like 8 years ago. But God, a young pretty woman, you know, just seen her a few days ago, and then, just like that.
Just gone.
Just like that. And there is probably more deaths gonna come. I don't know how to stop it.
I think that's what we all struggle with, right?
Yeah.
Like how do you and you can't force somebody to stop using.
Yeah.
No, you
But how do
can't.
we get that ripple effect to
Yeah.
keep? I think it's by people being able to see people like you being able to get over their addictions and live more positive ways and try to give back to the community.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it might spark something in somebody that's struggling, that's younger, that'll say, well, maybe if Sonny can do that, maybe I can clean up.
Yeah, like if anyone's watching this right now that is struggling, every second that passes is a chance to change your life. And Sonny is an example of that. Myself, I'm an example of that, and so is Trent. We're all sitting here and we've all beat addictions, and we're not saying that we're done. You're never done. You're never done.
The work is never over.
The work is never over, and it's not something that you're looked at as, it's a weak thing to ask for help. So, if you're out there and you're listening to this, and this is, just like Sonny was saying, somebody writing in the snow hope and a commercial that he watched helped change his life, And so I think that's important to think. Any little sign, any little, just the smidge of little hope, can help change your life for sure.
Yeah.
And ask for help, right, Sonny?
Yeah,
Because
I rely on my elders. I call them if I got a problem.
yeah.
2 elder friends I got from up north and down south. So I often call them. So, and they come visit me. So I go visit.
Well, I'm glad that you asked for help because just think, like that doctor said that you would be dead in a month.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't have asked for help, you wouldn't be sitting. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah. So, I picked up the phone and got the number in a few tries. So it's good. So I'm glad. So I'm happy. So, well, for my personal connection with. I pray in smuds every morning and night just for my personal, thing to do. I think that's a big part because I first started doing that when I first started getting sober. But then, when I was going through a sweat there, my first sweat into my sobriety, and the sweat holder man with the pipe said, "Sonny, they heard you. Well, I didn't understand. They heard you, what you prayed every morning and night." Oh man, I just start crying like, oh, thank you, all that. It's just like a release of something, of all the things I prayed for the past year, and now I've got into the sweats, and they said they heard you, the ancestors, they heard you. So, that was a great sweat that day. That's why I started getting more into it.
Yeah.
Little realizations of stuff like that.
Well, Sonny, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Before we go, what's next for Sonny? Are you said you're a little slow in the film industry right now, but are you looking forward to doing more projects like that?
I'm hoping because I talking to Wendy the other day, my agent, and some things are coming up as soon as the weather gets past spring or something or sooner. So
and before we go, you said you went to Scotland. What show were you on in Scotland so our viewers can check it out?
Outlander. I was very proud of that. I went dressed. I went and even got a kilt, and all that, dressed and tried to fit in, but I got more looks than anything. It was fun though. 3 months over there was good. The second time, the first time was just over a month. So it was nice. Visit nice country.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Well, you are
A deadly uncle, Sonny.
Oh man, it's good to hear you, see you guys. But there's a lot of good people out there that do help a lot with the community and wherever they're from. I'm glad you guys are here too.
Right on.
Thank you.
And more people need to be like you and just help for the sake of helping.
You're listening to the Deadly Uncle Podcast.
A safe space for Deadly Uncle conversations. Coming up on the Deadly Uncle Podcast.
So just tell us, where did you grow up and what was your childhood like?
Oh shoot, where do we start?
We saved the hard questions for later, so
Just bang.
I was born and raised right here in Edmonton, and my family's originally from Poplar River First Nation, Manitoba. My great grandparents, they moved out to Alberta, kind of turn of the century sort of deal. So we've been in Alberta for a long time.